Hey there, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Opus Clip to increase your podcast downloads. This is a little AI tool. It's more than a little, but it's a little secret that we use in order to get more eyes on our podcast. So first of all, you'll need to create an Opus Clip account, and you can go to opus.pro, or if you would like to support the blog, it's over at sellingthecouch.com/Opus Clip. But once you create an account and sign up and purchase, again, it's really reasonably priced. There's going to be a link right here or there's going to be a section right here where you can drop any sort of a link. So if you click here, it'll tell you all the different ones that they support. So if you have a video link from Vimeo or LinkedIn, Twitter, but I use YouTube, and it's the main reason I would suggest starting on YouTube is because YouTube is the second largest search engine. So what we basically do is all of our edited videos, our podcast conversations get uploaded into YouTube first. And then what I do is you just click right here. So here's our channel and just go to videos and then the latest, and you click the three little arrows right here and you just hit share and just pull this little URL right here. Just copy it and it'll tell you link copy to clipboard. And that's the one that you want to drop right here. So once they do that, you hit this get free clips, and usually what happens is it'll start to generate these clips. So it'll start out with giving you like a little bit of a preview, and then it asks you for a couple of different things. So they have some presets already from like famous YouTubers, and so I usually honestly just pick one of these. I really like the Ali Abdaal kind of simple version, but you can pick one that works for you. And then I usually leave all of these the same. And this right here is, so this is basically saying I want clips pulled from all of my video. And that's usually what I do. I haven't really seen a reason to not do that. And this is where you want to start to think about things. I like to stay kind of in the 60 to 90 second range or the 30 to 60 second range. And so that's basically, again, the length of the clip that it's going to generate. So let's just say we do 30 to 60. And then if there are any sort of keywords or anything that you want the AI to pick up, like, oh, I remember I said this phrase, then this is a place to put that. And then after that is done, what you simply do is hit get clips, and it will automatically start to generate the clip. Now, once you do that, what essentially happens is it'll say it's going to fetch the video and then to come back in about 15 minutes or so. And then it'll say you can safely like leave this page. So at that point, you can leave the page, and what will happen is you'll get an email saying that your clips are ready in about 15 minutes. So rather than waiting for that, I'm going to just go in and show you. So this is the one we just did. And I had already done this one before. So let's say, let's go to one of them, right? So let's click here. And what this is basically doing, as I shared in the blog post, it's sharing a composite score. So they call it a viral score. So basically it's the likelihood that this video will go viral on any sort of platforms. I generally try to aim for 85 and above. So I'll pull pretty much every clip that is above 85 and around in that area, as long as I feel like it's relevant. They also do 4 little factors. So the hook is like the beginning phrase that you use to in that little section of the short, then how it flows, how the engagement rate is, and then is this like sort of a trending topic when it comes to a certain topic. And so once that's done, what you simply do is I usually will download it right here and just download the HD, and it shows up right here on the desktop. Now you can, if you're like, I would recommend, just because it's an AI, just to play the clip and make sure it's like engaging and something that you would want to download and share online. Now, there may be scenarios, because again, it's an AI tool where you want to like tweak something. And so that's the section right here. So what I usually do is, so you can tweak the words that are coming up right here. So let's say you go through and there's some sort of a phrase that you said that was like, oh, that's not actually what I said. You can tweak that here. So you just hit arrow. You just click on it and then edit the word and then correct it that way. And now let's also say like you're watching it and you're like, hey, I don't want that whole clip. I actually want it a little bit shorter. So what you can do is you can split trim right here. So you can say set as the start, and then the end of the file you can do as the end, set an end. You can also add AI generated B-roll. So again, this is usually they will do this naturally, but you can also add other ones as well. Like if there's that way it's not just a talking head of you. There's actually some scenes or something. So basically what the AI is doing is it's listening for words. And if it's like thinks there's a relevant image or a video or something that it can overlay over us talking, it will do that. So I hope, and then, yeah, so once those clips are done, basically what I do is download them. And then we're mainly at this point focusing really on LinkedIn. And so I use a second program. This is just for LinkedIn, but I use a program called Taplio, and I will write a post and schedule out a post right in here. So if I write something, and then I can literally copy and drag my clip, and it'll show up right here. So it takes a little bit of time, and then it'll show up right here as kind of a preview image. Now, I'll show you an example of what this looks like in action and what it looks like on a LinkedIn post. So oftentimes I don't just post the clip, just the Opus clip by itself. I will post a little bit of description, because what I found is sometimes people watch the clips and other times people just kind of want to read. And I like to give people option to do both. So you can see it's starting to pull up right here. So then you just type in whatever text you want, and then you can just add it to your schedule. But so I've done this. Now here's a little trick. So with all of these social media platforms, we have to start thinking like the CEO of those platforms, i.e., they don't want people leaving the platforms. They want to keep people in there as long as possible. So when I create the first post, I do not include a link to the actual like full on podcast interview. I leave that out and I go back and edit the post about 24 hours later, and then I will put in full episode here and then link it out to the actual video that this is referencing. So in this case, it is this one right here, how to make money. So I will, include this link and put it here. Now, yeah, so I hope all of that is helpful, and I'm excited for you to try Opus Clip. Bye.